Hello, this is your trunk training, posture training for all the sports we play. And we're gonna take a little break and go back to it because we already did a set. So we can take a little break. Look at that, we got our good camera view here. Good going, the rest is weights on the floor.
Okay.
And the rest is just inhale, open your chest. It's pretty much yoga. And we're exhale, folding out your hips to reach to the floor and let your head hang heavy. If you're okay with this, as long as your head is okay to be upside down for things for a little bit. This is to decompress your neck. So you want to let your neck just be really long here for the next 10 seconds. And this is all you have to do, just like 10 to 20 to 30 seconds between each set, depending on how hard you pushed. And this stretch is to be precautionary, just in case you're not keeping your back at this position, which you'll have on the camera forever now, until we see each other again. Your flexibility is going to get better, so if you keep practicing. So we're going for that chest open, nice going. Inhale first, exhale, shoulder blades back, pinching those shoulder blades, and we're just lowering the pinch. So it feels like we're bringing the dumbbells to your hips, and then rib height. Hips and ribs, sort of, right? As if we're in a toaster and our arms are just going down. And you feel the rear delts.
Oh, yeah.
You're between shoulder blades. You're doing great, both of you core tight. Opening your chest as much as you can the whole time. Works the back.
Okay, down.
Good going, and you're good. Down time, rest down in that fold. I love it. Okay, down. That was perfect. And if you ever want to, try to pull behind your ankles maybe for your head to get lower. You can use your ankles to grab and get more leverage. And remember, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and relax. That's your back exercises. Then there's a version on the floor that's going to kick your butt.
Oh.
It's like the lat pull down, but you don't need a machine. We just need a mat. That's all we need is getting the mat. This is on the camera too, which is good because we're just kind of discussing how to set it up.
We have a mat at home.
Yes, or just a carpet floor. A mat at
He
home.
gives me I have a yoga mat that I never use.
There you go. And she's like, I have one. Do I use it? So if you guys want, just face me with your heads here. Feet are, you're going to take up the mat for your upper body. And I'll show you how I'm going to lay down on this one. Just like so. Let me know if this is too much because I can modify the floor version of this too. We could do this with no weights as well. Just remember, if it's too much for you to control it, we want to go lighter. And let's anchor our toes underneath our feet so that we can stay flat on the floor with our feet, like not lift our legs. We're going to keep them down on the ground. Wide as you want. You know it. We're going to inhale first. Exhale, shoulder blades back, and then lift those dumbbells off the floor. You got it. And it's like the lat pull down. So we're going up a little bit, and down. Just like the lat pull down. Up the body, down the body. Kind of up overhead, and then down ribs and elbows into your ribs. You got it. Now we'll try without the weight so you can get the motion down a little bit more. Add weight if you want to. Lifting up overhead, down elbows into the rib cage. You got it. And you want to inhale for the lift. Exhale for the drop of the elbows in. You got it. Feel how this is just like lat pull down, but you don't need. It's gonna work the muscles in the proper way. You got it. You don't need the machine. And you see how your elbows want to come up and your hands come down? That's the tightness in here. So you try to fight that. Go elbows down, hands up, head up. And you try to fight it. You go open up the chest and the elbows come down. And that's how it's gonna strengthen you. Because see, this right here represents the weakness and the tightness. But this represents that you've gotten further within the muscles of the target muscles. So now you know, Mark, what to look for your ankles. And Mary, you pretty much have it, right? And then let's get off the floor this would be a good time to do a child's pose or a cat cow because we've been laying like that for a while. And it is a great exercise, but it's not a position we need to be in all the time. So we just stretch out that back after we tighten it like we did, And the good thing is, if you were to lift your feet on accident, it's not like that exercise doesn't exist. It's you're not doing anything terribly wrong. but I'm trying to anchor the feet so that your lower back doesn't get too overworked.
So
That's
you
why we
kind
do
of
it that way.
sit on your ankles, right?
You got it.
Okay.
And that's just because we were just like this for a while, you know, on the floor, arching the other direction. So I want to make sure you guys always have that counter worked in, which is in the video.
Yeah.
This is great because you'd be like this in the living room. You'd have your back done. Then you'd come over on the floor after you've done that stretch, and then you kick butt on the back, and you can back and forth. It's a superset. And you know, if you do 2 exercises back to back, you get that reward stretch, and it leads you to the floor already for the next exercise. Then the next one is on our mat, which is perfect for the knees and hands. You just grab your weight, one of your weights, and we'll do some rows, because we already did the back fly stuff like this, you know, we already did all this kind of stuff. Good, I can see all of us. This is great.
And
So,
you do a repetition of always what, 10?
10, 12, 15. 10 is going to be your strength with more weight. 12 is hypertrophy, higher weight as well. So you're really kicking butt with the 12 reps. And 10 is more form, you know, with that heavy. 12 is you're really pushing for each one. 15 is endurance, lighter weight, lighter weight, or no weight. Yeah, and that way you get the perfect, like if you have no weight, you get the perfect form of the full-on extension and the full crunch kind of thing of anything you're doing.
Okay.
But let's do a different exercise today. We'll do the rows in this position, like this. All fours is the option, just rowing your dumbbell elbow into your rib cage. You've heard of a row before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just rowing it, inhale down, exhale up into the rib cage. So you could go as heavy as you want with this, right? Because your whole body is supported. It's like you're using a bench. Are you guys cool with your knees on the floor too with your knees?
Yep.
Like feeling good. But then my knees don't always like to be on the floor all the time. So I'll do like a straight leg back. So just one knee is at a time. And then I'll get those rows done. So the 10 to 12 reps, whatever rep you end at, it just needs to be like you're shaking, you know? So the weight matches the reps for your intensity. Does that make sense too?
Yep.
So
I have to
if you're
remind
like,
myself to breathe.
there you go. Inhale for the down, exhale for up, and let's do this. Do down to touch, up to the elbow in your rib cage, and then turn a little bit. So you'll feel even more range. So down on the floor,
Inhale.
you got it. Exhale into your ribs, and then turn a little bit to face the sky. See, watch mine, watch. Turn a little, so there's more range of motion, right?
Okay.
I love it, you guys good? Now let's try it together. We'll go ready, set, into the ribs, and then look at the sky a little bit. So you're getting more range of motion with your row. Great, Mary, you've got it. And Mark, don't be afraid to turn your chest towards Mary. Just turn your chest towards Mary. Exactly, you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Good going, trying to turn that chest out. Don't you love it?
Yeah.
And the other thing is this though, if you don't love it, my wrists don't always love doing this way. So I'd rather just go, okay, one at a time for my poor wrists, you know what I mean? I'll just alternate it, but you just don't forget what leg, you know, it's just opposite legs. And I'm giving you these options because we have different days, you know, and we're not gonna see each other all those different days.
Yep.
And I won't be there to be able to modify your exercises, but we do this
daily.
This, if it's an upper body muscle group, you know, you just wait a day to do that same muscle group.
Okay.
So that's on the video. And lower body always needs 2 to 3 days of recovery in between. So if you kick butt and you get your lower body sore, recover it for the next 2 to 3 days. Let them, they don't do any hard work after 2 to 3 days.
We space it out.
You got it. And so I would do it like this. Monday through Friday. It would be Mondays, legs, lower body. Tuesdays, triceps and shoulders. And I don't do chest and biceps because those tighten up people's posture all messed up. Plus we're targeting all of that passively through everything else. Then the back muscles, after that, then back to legs. Because those 2 upper body choices will be between your legs. And shoulders is, we did those back flies in the video. That's some shoulders. You can just text me which one is shoulder, like if you have any questions, but it's in the video.
Well, I'm
which is
gonna go
great.
home and write it. Well, we'll have the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have there's videos for the deadlifts too.
We'll remember. We'll remember.
Yeah, and this next one you want to, let's do one set together with the one weight where we'll trade between the arms.
Okay.
So it's me opposite leg and arm at the same time. So here we go. Start with the right together, all of us on the right side.
On the right side.
That's perfect. We're all going to start on the right together. You can move your weight away on that side if you like, Mary. Here we go. With the left leg back, we're going to pull that elbow in and turn. And then we'll switch sides. Switch sides, left arm, right leg. We'll pull like a lawnmower. And you can get rid of just one of your dumbbells for now.
Which way am I going, this way?
There you go. And then we're just keeping that one dumbbell so you don't get any kind of right or left
I see.
confusing. Good going. I love this challenging you. See, you have the same sides. That's all
I
right.
know. Like, wait a minute.
And that's not terrible. If you were to do it that way once in a while, it's not like, oh my
Losing
gosh,
my
you're gonna hurt
balance,
yourself
so.
or something, you know. So, and we're close to the ground, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'll keep showing while you're, so you can catch up like a video, you know. There you go. 2, inhale. So you guys can keep doing, you can try whenever you're ready.
Okay.
This, I'm gonna keep going so you can look at me whenever you need to on, if you forget which side. I'm gonna switch sides each time, right to left. Right to left. There it is. You're doing it, you're doing it. There, you're switching, you're doing it. And practice makes progress. You're doing great too, Mark. I think I see you doing great. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you're looking at the opposite direction, and that's not terrible because you know what? It's stretching your chest when you do that. So if you do this and you look away, it's a good thing too. But at least you need to know why it's good over here.
He's doing awesome. He's never ever done this in his life.
Yeah, this is coordination, right?
So I'm looking towards
The dumbbell side, you got it.
Yeah, you've got
And it's
it.
all it is to encourage your shoulder to come back more, you know, feel that shoulder blade pinch together.
And that's helping us with our posture.
Absolutely. And it works your biceps. Anything we do, like rows, lat pull downs, both joints working, biceps getting plenty. Basically,
Okay.
bicep curls to me are obsolete. Unless you really can't lift anything anymore. Then it's like, okay, let's target those a little bit. But if you're gonna target those, just be minimal with these ones. And I like to kind of alternate them. But we can focus on more of your meaty stuff first. We'll go biceps later sometime if you want to. But triceps we could do all right here too. We can do this next one standing, and then we'll try it on the floor because if you're not keeping that spinal alignment, which it takes a long time to get there, honestly, some people say, oh, you're doing a great job, but they don't have the alignment that I have in my, my knowledge. I'm very strict. So we just go on the floor to keep your back safe if we need to, but otherwise we just bend over, keep that hinge at the hips, and we're gonna kick back the dumbbells to our same as our spine. Good job not going past that. Good job staying with your spine, and then you just bring them down slow, kick them right back. And that's what's gonna isolate your triceps more instead of your joints. You'll see people doing this a lot of time, and it's not as efficient. You come up, hold it for a second, feel that shaky tricep, drop it down slowly, you got it. And you wanna feel your shoulder blades still pinching through this. You don't wanna feel it in your spine, so if you start to feel it in your spine, that's just the alignment thing. You're doing great though. Mary, I see you, and same with you, Mark, you're doing great. The other way is you just come on the floor and go, dang, my back isn't staying straight. I'm just gonna do this on the floor. And you can do it the same way we just did the rows.
Kind of like standing.
Just like that.
Okay.
And it's cool because just the same as the rows, you can either stay on one side the whole time, or you alternate on the whole time.
Okay, I did 10.
So that, awesome, 10, 12, or 15. And what you want to do for yourselves too is at home, you just say, mark down how many you did. We can have it on a whiteboard.
I should have a little sheet and outline the things we're gonna do.
Whiteboards are great because you write it in big so you don't have to be too close to it or pick it up. And you can take a picture of it and then wipe it off and do it again.
I don't have a
Right?
whiteboard.
I did that during the pandemic. I was doing Instagram videos for people workouts and I was doing it with the whiteboard and I liked the whiteboard.
Yeah.
So I have an Instagram and a YouTube that you guys can check in on and
I did.
see if there's more.
Which one did I do? I did the YouTube, I think.
The ones I sent you, right?
Yeah,
Made it easier, huh?
yeah.
And if you subscribe,
But I do
it'll
have
just,
Instagram too.
yeah, go on. Well, I would love to stay in contact because then I'm putting more on there. I get way more.
Now, last week you invited us kind of one night.
Really
to-
late
Yeah.
to this.
Oh, to this.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
in here, but it wasn't for HIIT. It was just my own team training.
Oh, okay.
Here we go for shoulders. We have a lot of things we can do for shoulders. Besides the back fly we already did. That's your back day stuff. You know, we did the floor up and down, elbows in your ribs. There's 2 for the back day in there. Then you can do shoulders and back together. If not, triceps and shoulders together, just remember. And this one is standing. This will train your balance if you stay really close together. You can do it on your tippy toes if you want to. We're just coming up with the dumbbells, squeezing between your shoulder blades so you feel that you're activated back there behind your shoulder blades, right? And then just don't want to feel this in your neck. You just want to feel the top of the shoulders. So I like to do tiny circles. Yes, yes. Teeny tiny, and it'll get you good. It'll get you good. Without having to come up or down with them. And then you get a good rest time in between. So that's when you got the burn, huh? It's like
I got the
plenty.
burn.
And the thing is, with that exercise, you don't want to feel it down your arms. You just want to feel it on the tops.
Okay,
So
I
once in a
felt it
while,
down in here.
it'll shoot down, and that just means you either need to bend them closer to you
Okay.
or go lighter. Even no weight will get you good with this one, especially if you've already played a sport today or
Yeah, I can tell the difference.
went on a walk. And I'll check your backs and see if you're both activated enough back here. I see them kind of. You can do a little bit more. And good job squeezing your glutes while you're at it because that'll, yeah, I see you protecting yourself with your glutes. That's good. And yeah, I can see you have that potential to arch a little bit, so
Yeah.
you're good to keep working on that too, Mary.
Okay. So I'm marching wrong?
I don't think so. I just see you have that natural curve like I do. So it'll look like it sometimes, and I'll be like, "Are you squeezing?" Right? You were.
I
Huh?
was squeezing.
You didn't feel anything in your back. And plus, when you have those shoulder blades trying to squeeze more, the lower back will want to arch with it. So just that counter tailbone tuck, right? So there's another shoulder exercise for you. So we have 3 shoulder exercises in here that are kind of back as well.
Okay.
Then the other one that's very important at the end of your workout, save this for the end, like your crunches and core and flexibility. Save this for the end. It's like football goal posts for the dumbbells. And you would hold it out as if you're against a wall. I'm doing this on the videos. And same height as your shoulders for your elbows. And we just drop your dumbbells slowly halfway down, right back to the flat shoulders. You got it. And you're just protecting your labrum. It starts to hurt too much, then we go
Just
lighter.
Shoulder blade.
Yeah, right on the top of your deltoid.
Right in there.
Right
yeah.
there, yes. That right there just is a sign you're pretty dang tight in there, but also it's a good thing you're doing this because the rotator cuff is what we want to get, which is more behind you, more in these parts. And the more you feel it here, the better. So just try to get that tightness there. You feel it stretching out a little more? Starting to stretch and warm up for it. Because, oh, your shoulder's limited.
Yeah.
It's showing, okay, let's go no weight for a second.
Ooh.
How are you feeling with it, Mark?
Okay.
Did your
I do
shoulders
have
feel a
trouble.
little
There was on
limited?
this shoulder.
Oh, this one here's a bit
I don't
different than the
have
other one.
rotator cuff that I know of, but
Did you say bursitis? Bursitis.
could be precise.
So I have a different option. We'll put those down for now.
Okay.
The other thing is, do you already know about this arm swing thing? It's like it's a physical therapy move for the shoulders, and you're just trying to like make circles without effort. So your body's swinging your arms. And that's just a rehab thing for your shoulder. I don't know how much it really helps because it's not made from my developed things.
Yeah.
It's taken from people showing me a PT move. They say, my physical therapist just has me doing this and it helps so much. And I'm like, okay, what about the strengthening part? So if the dumbbells are hurting to do this, we'll try it without. I'm curious if you're limited without the dumbbells. Could you pull your elbows back without any problems? Awesome. Can you bring them forward a little bit with your palms back? No problems. So then we'll come down halfway and pull right back as if you had the weights. Awesome. this is all you need, I think, is just this version plus a stretchy band. You would take the stretchy band in front of you, pull back, and then let it come stretch you around this way.
So take the band and go this way and this way?
Absolutely. I think you just need to be stretched in here. Would you agree? You're like, I'm tight in there.
Right.
It's limiting you. And if you're stretched all the way here, it would help
Yeah, right there. Yep.
So this is the band one I developed myself. This is so exciting to do this with you. I would have to take the band out, and that's okay. I think I can take this out pretty good. Yes, I can. It's coming.
So next year you're thinking of opening out this?
If I can, but I think I'm still gonna be here because it's such a good place to keep teaching people and establishing my own.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you get it. Just like no rush, basically, in the process of things, huh?
Yeah.
So we're about to do this. I'm gonna give you this to you. Shoulder distance apart to start. Inhale, exhale, then bend over. Oops, then bend over and let it stretch you some more. And when you're done, you bring it over your head, then stand up and bring it around. And I'll guide you through it. I wish I could get the hands up for you. We're gonna pull apart, bring it overhead. Inhale first. Exhale, sliding shoulder blades back behind you carefully. Good going. Then we can bend over, allow it to stretch more in your shoulders. Then we can pull your hands down a little lower to your hips.
So that I can feel.
Feel a lot, right?
And then, yeah.
Good going. Then when you stand up, it feels a little better. And be careful not to force it. There you go. Did it feel better to pull it up while you're
It did,
standing
yeah.
instead of bent?
Yep.
And there you go. You can feel it lengthening when you came back here. That's exactly right. You're doing it very well. Doing this move very well. This mobility move. Actually, it's a
I
mobility
just can't
stretch.
go back any further.
Good going over it. So I'm gonna check in with you and make sure that you actually. 'Cause this looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Gives, that one gives
Gives
out.
out. So just only go to where you're safe, and then you get to enjoy right that stretch where it's at. Then you can take it back up from there, right? Instead of letting it. Yeah, Mark's turn. Keep going. I usually have it back.
Closer.
There you go. If it's too intense though, just slide them apart.
Then I should have it mine a little.
Breathing, breathing, breathing. And it'll stretch right where you need it. Right where you need it. Front of the shoulders.
Yeah.
That part, correct? And what it does is kind of just corrects you and puts you into the place you need to be. We're at 11:30. Is that what time we have today?
Yep, that's what we
That's so
have.
cool.
Yep.
Very good. Namaste, you guys.
Yeah.
Namaste, Mary and Mark. Namaste. You'll see a lot of that on the videos coming up. Great job today. Woohoo!